All right. Greetings, everyone. It is Airglow back at it again with another Util video because why not? Um, this one will be T side of Anubis Util we can use as terrorists. So starting off, we are going to want to do the mid. The mid smoke. I don't know why I just blanked on that. So this one I like because it lands a little shallower because it bounces off the bat. And it gives you access to window if you want to, like, molly red effectively. And then have someone watch. You can take some peeks here, see if anyone's getting aggro E-bucks. And then, so all you do is get in this corner, and this here little blue thing, aim at the top for that, and then jump click through. If you want to get a deeper mid smoke, you can do like off of that. You can just honestly, this one I've learned you can kind of just wang it anywhere within this arch, so you can just go like that and like see it's just still gonna hit. That was a little high, but same with this. See, like boom, all smoked up. Like, so if you really just want to wang one before going, totally fine. E-box is next, so you can get in this same here corner, and then like see this little nub. Gonna do that, and then jump through. So this one, again, there's a lot of give and take. You can do this wood, I believe, too. I lied, no you can't. You do this one. And like, yeah, anywhere within this, it's gonna be fine. Really all this is for is to be able to cross without them seeing you. There are some smokes that you can get that like fall through this hole and like land, down there. But I don't really find them too useful. The ones that land here have the same effect. The only difference is if you have like an op or a scout posted up here, then you want to see if they come to push, because there's still only the doorway they can come out. Other than that, nothing too crazy. I think too, going off script here, let me see if this, yeah, so yep. So yeah, the old instance, or if you had the great spawn here, top right, mid, top left for E-box. So you can always just run to this spot. Someone like drop you a smoke right there, and it'll still work. Moving on over here, some more mid util. A nice flash that I like to do is basically you're aiming like on this left side of the window up here. Right, so you can just do that. It's not gonna flash your guy here. It will hit anyone on this side, right? So anyone over here, full white. This guy is also full white. I lied. What did I do wrong? Technical defeats. I think that was too low. That's money. So you just get on this ledge and then boop. Right up here. Right in this zone, still hugging the left side of that one. Just to get it through. And then Molly. Something. But I forbore. Oh no, you hit it right here. Yeah. So like, there's a little, like this circle here. You can just sort of tuck in, crouch, put your crosshair generally on that circle. It's loosely forgiving. You can even go more right. And that's gonna molly out this area here. Actually, do go more right to the top of that. Yes. Alright, now I'm just experimenting. Yeah. Aim more to the right, like towards that or that. Because then it gets better coverage. So I'm a silly Billy. Next set of mid util, you can come stand right here. You'll kind of feel yourself bump up, like, I don't know if you can, but once you hit that bump up, then you've got some stuff to work with. So you can flash by looking at this left. There's two black dots. Look at the left one with your flash, and then just jump through. Now what's good about that one, doesn't hit your mid guy, but it does hit anyone playing hams, anyone playing back here. Guy, it'll hit this guy, and this obviously they're talking to playing or something like this, but yeah, it's gonna hit those guys, so you can just go whoop-ah. Right, and they're full white. Don't think it hits this guy. No. So you still have to watch out for here. Unless I have another name from the same spot. So you're gonna want to take the molly, and now what you want to do is look at this little white dot, or really just between the two black dots. And then same thing, left click, jump through. Psych! It's the black dot again. And what that does is mollies that spot, so you can pair them up and like hit this. Right, then do that. Right, and then your guys, if they want, they can swing up over here to peek. They can extinguish the molly and just go through. Like, or if you just want to flush them out and like have someone watching, totally fine. All viable options. So now that we're on this side, we'll go through a little bit of a util. So you just want to get on this pillar, and then this like basket lamps here. Just look at the top of them. And again, another jump throw. This flash is really good because it gets your A main guys that control while, you know, full whiting anyone in here. I don't think it hits tucked. No. But it hits anyone playing like red table. Right, it's gonna hit your guy playing back here. So the only spot with that flash that you need to immediately worry about is here. Right, so you could pair that up with like a lurk smoke too. So that way you can section off this area of A main and get that flash coming in over your head. While we are up here, we can look at some A exec stuff, right? So this stairs molly for like cams, the way I see it is this patch of dark here, right where it starts to curve. You want to be in the middle of that and then inside the window. And what that's gonna do is gonna go and it's gonna fill this bit up. So you're gonna have that all nice and fired up. So really all you need to do is kind of like these nades here, you just go this side, right? And then the second thing you can do from this spot is same exact lineup, just smoke. You want to smoke it off first, save the molly for something else, you can do that. The next area we'll have is going to be heaven smoke, cake molly, and flashes. So we'll start off with the heaven smoke. You want to get right up in here against this wall piece. I believe it still works if you tuck in the baskets. Yeah, it goes a little too deep, so there is a gap if you go to the baskets, right? You can have someone kind of playing the edge of the smoke here. So you want to just make sure you're on the wall, not the basket. Then you can look at this inverted T section here, right in the middle. Jump through. Right, see how that one lands shallower so you don't have that gap. And then from the same spot, you can look at this pot and see the white line on it and aim just to the right. And then again, left click jump through. Now this one pops and it hits all of back cake and the ledge here. Right, so I like this one because you can't really like do something funky like this. It's gonna push you into the open either way you go. It doesn't go too far this way, but it goes far enough where you have to be exposed to A main. And then same thing, stuck in the wall. White line on the pot, just to the right of it. Now the last bit is going to be the flash. So this line here where you threw the smoke, you go over and then find the right side up T. This little white, like light patch here, right in that intersection, same thing. Left click jump. And so what this flash does is it doesn't blind your guys coming in, but it's gonna get anyone up here, anyone playing half wall or broken, anyone in heaven if you don't have that smoked. Right, if they're watching from here, boom, they're white. Now if they're like back here, white, you know. Also hits anyone playing in fishtail here. That cake, it's just gonna hit basically everything. So a little combo that I like to do is I will smoke, flash, molly, flash. Right, because then anyone back here blind, molly comes in, they're blind, they're deaf, they're probably gonna burn a lot, and they're gonna get absolutely plastered with the second flash. In a perfect world. So yeah, the little exec detail. When it comes to over here, there is like, you know, you can do a little smoky smoke like this, little lurk smoke for yourself. You want to, you know, try and come up here, clear heaven, clear cake. Right, just a pretty useful spot to smoke right here, so that way you can have access to the fountain. Another cool thing from here, you just get up in the middle of this wall, crouch. This shadow, right, there's like 2 bars here of shadow. Aim just to the right of it, and left click throw. You're gonna crouch right here, and left click throw. So you want to be a little more to the right, like right here. But what this does is I can stand here, not hit, right? Like I'm fine because it's popping above the pillar. But what it's going to do is flash anyone you have while cams gonna hit people here, right? Like if I'm like tucked back here, it's gonna hit me pretty good. Won't hit anyone here, but it's a good little flash for like continuing the fight, right? Like your team's coming out and you can just do one of those. Right, your last one in, just get over here, just support during the fight, right? Just make sure you're in the middle. I line up with this little stain, because like you saw here, if I'm back here and then I aim at that spot, it's going under, which is fine, but it could blind your teammates if they're not like you have not posted up or rifle someone watching here, that's gonna blind them. The only other thing I can think of for this site is doing like setting a flash like that for a quick little entry flash. If they're, you know, avoiding all the other ones, you can just bank it in here, and like again, that'll hit. These guys won't hit tarp depending on where it pops. They'll hit heaven, hit back cake. So now we can move on to B. I like to keep it simple with Util, right? Like, I'll mess around and do stuff where I'm like, you know, like, if I angle the trajectory and then do a running through, you know, but like, in pugs, in games, right? Keep it simple. So, my favorite sets come right here. Get into this little V corner here, and then what you want to do is the teeth have this line, the gums. You want to put your cursor on the gums in the middle of tooth 2 and tooth 3, and then jump left click through. And what this one does is it gets CT covered, temple covered, right? Standard smoke. The next standard smoke that you're gonna want is this one. You aim at the gum line between tooth 3 and 4. Between tooth 2 and 3. And you got this covered off. Why do I feel like that didn't work the way I wanted it to? Right? No. Am I cooked? I might be cooked. I might be genuinely cooked here. Hold up. Yeah, no. None of those are what I want. Blah. So I ran through this earlier just to make sure it all worked. And that I remembered everything. But apparently, that's not good enough. Here it is. No. Okay, so I figured out what I did wrong. I was being a goofball. So what you want to do for these, so this one is going to be the CTC. Then you want to look at this tooth and go to the line where the shadow is. So tooth number 2 on the right, jump through. That comes down. Boom, right there, right? So you're pretty safe from pillar. And plat here. You can kind of like boost a little and get like a little jump peak off. But for the most part, if you're not hanging ivy and just coming in, you're fine. And then the last smoke in this set is look between tooth 3 and tooth 4. The gums here, you want to go to the top of the gums. And then just another left click jump throw. Covers you off reflex. So all the smokes together. Do that. That. And you're gonna do that. So that's what it's gonna look like. And you can just come in and plant right here, plant default, plant where. So also from this spot, after you throw the smokes, just look between these 4 teeth up here, at the bottom of the gums there, and then just left throw a flash. You can also like stare into the wall a bit, and then like, jump throw here, looking at like the middle of this brick-ish, maybe top quarter. And then you want to be in this fine, because if you're too far over, it's not hitting the sight. So just like, as long as it pops up there, you're fine. You can also just wang this one like that. Right? Like, that one doesn't need too much. The other thing I like to do on B is I hug this wall and walk forward until my boot is like at the tip of this brick. And then you can come up here, and there's kind of 3 mollies you can do from here. You can either do on this white crack, left click jump throw. And what this one does is gets close right and like here, but back pillar is safe. So that's clearing out anyone really close. Or if you prefer, you can do something a little deeper, which is staying on that line and lining up with this black little dot here, the little crack. And you can do that. And what that does is 100% anyone behind pillar, right? Like you're done if you're back there. The last one, and one that I like to do. Put your crosshair right in between the black and the white. Yes. So normally it's a little finicky, but normally it'll pop here. And it'll get front and back pillar. So let me just... Ooh. Bad things happen when you go a little too high. Yeah, that's more of the spread I want. So it's not perfect. I mean, it is if you just want back pillar, but I like it when it sort of spreads up here so that way you can't have anyone. The only thing you have to worry about is like super mega close. It's like direct right. But yeah, that's that. I mean, like, you can just molly that off pretty easy. Molly flat off on your own. The molly right there. Easy peasy. I did have issues with this molly. When I would throw it, like... What the hell? I wonder if it's fixed. Nope, definitely not. So, if you don't bounce it off of the brick and get it to land over here, this part's exposed, which is fine because you're peeking that. But if you just land it back there, right here is safe. Right? You're not gonna burn here. So you think you've cleared pizza? You have not. And this happened twice to me and my team actually. We did this molly really bad. It landed over here, and we did not realize this doesn't get fired off. So yeah, word of caution. Alright, so yeah, that's gonna be T side. I will go over CT in the next one. So thanks for watching. If you made it this far, you know all the usual YouTube, like, subscribe, hit the bell, save it to your playlist, make sure your dog watches, and your mom and your dad and your brother and everyone. So yeah, thanks. Peace.